Mr President, I give notice that on the next sitting day I will move 1. That this House affirms its support for the repeal of 3 recently passed pieces of legislation, namely A. Crimes Amendment Inciting Racial Hatred Bill 2025, B. Crimes Amendment Place of Worship Bill 2025, C. Crimes Legislation Amendment Racial and Religious Hatred Bill 2025. 2. That this House notes that A. Parliament was misinformed by the Minns government about the urgency of the bills referred to in 1A, B and C. B. Parliament was misinformed by the Minns government about the allegedly anti-Semitic motives behind a spate of property damage ostensibly targeted at the Jewish community. C. Australian Federal Police confirmed the motives behind these incidents were a part of a criminal conspiracy whose intent was to negotiate reduced sentences for crimes unrelated to these matters. C. The passage of the bills referred to in 1A, B and C under false pretences has brought shame to the Parliament of New South Wales. D. If the Minns government had not blocked an inquiry into the bills referred to in 1A, B and C, then it would likely have been that this Parliament would have been more fully informed about the motivations of these vile incidents. 3. That this House notes that A. On the 19th of January 2025, a caravan in Jura was discovered with explosive material and a threatening note against the Jewish community. B. A joint counter-terrorism team, JCTT, was set up by the Australian Federal Police and the New South Wales Police. C. On the 20th of January 2025, Premier Minns was briefed on the caravan incident by the JCTT. He continued to receive briefings every 2 to 3 days. And Minister Catley received daily briefings from the JCTT. While the content of these briefings is undisclosed, the Prime Minister has said that he was briefed very early on that the caravan was a hoax. His briefings were also from the JCTT. D. On the 29th of January 2025, the caravan plot was made public. The New South Wales Police, the AFP and the Premier held a press conference about the ongoing investigation, and the Premier said, "This is the discovery of a potential mass casualty event. There's only one way of calling it out, and that is terrorism." E. On the 18th of February 2025, the Premier stood by his response to the caravan plot and insisted he had not overstated the threat to the public. F. On the 21st of February, the Premier rushed the laws through the New South Wales Parliament without the opportunity for a legislative inquiry. G. On the 10th of March, AFP Deputy Commissioner Chrissy Barrett publicly stated, quote, "Almost immediately, experienced investigators within the JCTT believed that the caravan was part of a fabricated terrorist plot, essentially a criminal con job," end quote. H. On the 11th of March 2025, the Premier refused to reveal to the media when he learnt that the plot was not a real terrorist attack. I. On the 12th of March 2025, Minister Catley refused to disclose to the police in a budget estimates hearing when she was first briefed by the JCTT on the that the incident was a suspected hoax. J. On the 14th of March 2025, the Attorney-General, Michael Daly, told ABC News that police gave him no indication the incidents were not motivated by anti-Semitism when the legislation was introduced. K. During the same interview with ABC News, Attorney-General Michael Daly stated he had, quote, "absolutely not," end quote, been briefed by police about the motives behind the attacks being a criminal conspiracy.
Order. According to session.
So finishing off where I was before, Mr President. And number 4, that this House calls on the Minns government to repeal the bills referred to in 1A, B and C and apologise for both misleading this Parliament, preventing a parliamentary inquiry and further curbing free speech principles by these reactionary bills. Mr President, I give notice that on the next sitting day I will move that under Standing Order 52 there be laid upon the table of the House within 21 days of the passing of this resolution the following documents created since the 1st of January 2024 in the possession, custody or control of the Premier, the Minister for Police and Counter-Terrorism, the Minister for the Hunter or the Attorney-General relating to anti-Semitic crime in New South Wales. A. All documents relating to incidents of criminal anti-Semitism in New South Wales. B. All documents relating to the drafting of the following legislation. 1. Crime Amendment Inciting Racial Hatred Bill 2025. 2. Crimes Amendment Place of Worship Bill 2025. 3. Crimes Legislation Amendment Racial and Religious Hatred Bill 2025. C. All correspondence sent to or received from the following. 1. New South Wales Police. 2. Australian Federal Police. 3. Australian Security Intelligence Organisation. 4. Premier's Department. 5, the Cabinet Office. 6, Hills Shire Council. 7, Minister for Police and Counter-Terrorism and Minister for the Hunter. 8, the Premier. 9, the Attorney General. 10, the Commissioner's Executive Team. 11, Governance Command. 12, Police Prosecutions Licensing and Enforcement Command. 13, Office of General Counsel. 14, Forensic Evidence and Technical Services Command. 15, Department of Prime Minister and Cabinet. 16, Australian Signals Directorate. 17, Police or Intelligence Forces in Foreign Jurisdictions. D, all evidence that inform the preparation of the following legislation. 1, Crimes Amendment Inciting Racial Hatred Bill 2025. 2, Crimes Amendment Place of Worship Bill 2025. And 3, the Crimes and Legislation Amendment Racial and Religious Hatred Bill 2025. E, the full list of more than 700 anti-Semitic incidents referred to by the Minister for Police and Counter-Terrorism and the Minister for the Hunter during the budget estimates hearing on the 12th of March 2025. And F, any legal or other advice regarding the scope or validity of this order of the House created as a result of the order of this House. Mr. President, I give notice that on the next sitting day I will move that leave be given to bring in a bill for an act to amend crimes legislation to reverse the effects of the Crimes Amendment Inciting Racial Hatred Act 2025, Crimes Amendment Place of Worship Act 2025 and Crimes Legislation Amendment Racial and Religious Hatred Act 2025. Thank you, Mr. President.